Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Jen. Today we are going to do a little planner update for Q4, talk about the planners that I am using up until the end of the year. I thought I'd also just jump on, say hi, and give you a little life update as well. So hi, and the last time that I showed my face here was when I was announcing the change in the name of the channel. So if you are new here, this channel for quite a few years now has been called Gold Nutrition, but recently I changed it to Golden Grounded, which felt like a more encompassing name for what this channel really is about, which is goal setting, planning, nutrition as well, but also sharing my personal journey as a woman over 40 and the behind the scenes as I rebuild my dietitian coaching business, which is going to be focused on women over 40. So a little life update before we jump into the planners I'm using. Around the time that I made that announcement, I had a small surgery that went fine, but I did get quite a bit run down. And then I jumped into going full force with the name change of this and my Instagram Instagram. And it was a lot of work. I was working with a business coach. Hey, Alicia, if you're watching. And I really needed that support, but I was on a time limit. And so I went full throttle with everything, and I got so run down that I ended up with shingles. And that was not fun, my friends. Not fun at all. Would not recommend it. But it was an important wake-up call that I cannot run myself into the ground as I am so prone to doing. And so I'm trying to pace myself. I'm trying to care for myself, my family, my health, but still maintain the channel and work on bringing you wellness planning coaching, which I'm so excited about, as well as bringing back my nutrition coaching. So I am a registered dietitian, if I didn't mention that. Yeah, so that is what's going on around here. And I will say that while I felt like in such a groove with my planning back in the summer, it was going fantastic. It was really helping me. And then when all of that happened, I kind of fell off with my planning as well. What can I say? I am human. But I'm kind of getting back into it. There's some planners that I really need to bring back online, namely my content planner. And so I'm going to show you what I use for that. I am, of course, still and always in my Jane's Agenda half letter planner. She calls it junior. They call it junior. It's a junior planner, but it is a half letter. It's disc punched for a half letter. And I will give you an inside look at this beauty. I love my half letter. I've been in a half letter for quite a few years now. And we will also take a peek at my goal planner, my budget planner, and my content planner. So those are my main planners. I am someone who uses multiple planners because that's what works for me. Otherwise, I get super distracted and I don't focus. And also because I kind of prefer different sizes for different things. So that's why I like to use multiple planners. But I'm not going to pretend that I can juggle 10 planners. No, I cannot. But now we'll flip around the camera and we'll take a look at the planners I'm using, some thoughts I have on going into 2026. And please share below what you're using. And yeah, I want to hear from you, all the things. All right, let's do it. Okay, friends, so here is my half letter. So I showed you the front earlier when I held it up, but here it is. So this planner is mainly from Jane's Agenda, and I am a Jane's Agenda affiliate. I have an affiliate link down in the description box, and I have a discount code Planning Gold. That is a one-time use discount code that will save you 15%, sub box excluded. And if you don't know, I love to set my planner up every month with the items from the Jane's Agenda sub box. And so this is my October setup. You can see the gorgeous violet discs, and this is the vegan leather cover in chocolate. Oops. And then here is the front cover of my planner. It was just so beautiful this month. So I will link for you the setup of this planner if you'd like a really detailed look, but I'll just give you a brief overview of each planner. So as I said, this is my day-to-day planner. I have several tabs in here. I have lots of just fun, pretty things too, but the tabs are 2025, which is my yearly overview. And so I have all of the quick glance pages of the year. And I also like to keep my forward months for the year up front, though I've been rethinking that. But anyway, we can get into that on another day. But I would still have my quick glance up here. I like that. Then I have this month, which opens up. Oh, actually, yeah, I forgot that this month I added this hybrid dashboard, and we have the holiday inserts that we received so that I can start prepping for the holidays, but I haven't really jumped into that yet. Honestly, I got to get through Chicago Planner Conference first, which I'm so excited for. I can't wait. It's 2 weeks away from the time I'm filming this. Then I have this month, and this is where I keep my current month. Look at these gorgeous dashboards that we got. I have my monthly calendar that I never filled out this month. Whoops. Honestly, I mostly use my monthly calendar in my phone. I do like sometimes to use my monthly calendar, but a lot of times I don't. And while I made it pretty using JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop stickers, I never actually filled it out. What you gonna do? And then we get into my weeklies. These are the weekly number 16. These are also stickers from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. Let me find you a blank one. I don't know if I have a blank one left, actually, because we're at the end of the month. So, sometimes I use stickers, sometimes I don't, and I just use a little highlighter. So that's kind of like what it's like, but this is where I do the bulk of my planning, and I love these inserts. I have already purchased ones for next year and most likely will stay in them. That is wild. I've never stayed in one style insert for the entire year, and it's looking like I've done that. And I was so interested in these inserts for so long, and I don't know why I kept picking different ones. But finally, I decided to try them, and I love them. I use this side column here for my weekly tasks plus next week. And then you have Monday through Wednesday here, Thursday through Saturday here. And I keep track of my work schedule, any to-dos, any appointments. If I need more room than that, I use a daily. I do have a daily section here. So I keep that tab labeled today. Isn't that pretty? I mean, these dashboards were just stunning this month. And I use a variety of things. So these are some undated dailies we had received in one of our sub boxes. These are brain dump pages from Levenger that I really like. And then my next tab is my notes, and it's just as it sounds. It's note paper. Look at this beautiful note paper we received in the box. But also I have some of these focus notes. I think that's what they're called, from Jane's Agenda, just because they're cool. So if I need something like that, it's there. I switch it up from month to month. Then I have a reference section where I just keep things I don't want to lose track of. And then I have my wellness section, which I do need to revamp a little, but it holds some inserts from the wellness dossier from Jane's Agenda. This is where my meal planning comes in. I have a video where I created my cycle menu and these different pages. So I'll link that for you if you're interested in knowing what the heck a cycle menu is. And then that's that. And then I just have some, oh yeah, that's right. I added in these She Plans undated horizontal, but I didn't end up using them much this month. I follow, let me back up and say, I put them here so that I could keep track of my workouts. I follow a workout program from Haley Happens Fitness, and there's a digital calendar that holds your workouts. But what I was doing for a while in a different insert, it was kind of like this on one page. I would list out what my workouts were meant to be for the week and then kind of what did happen, just to kind of see, did I keep up with things? A lot of times I have to switch it around, but did I keep up with it? So life's been so hectic that I haven't been doing that, but I've been doing my workouts, and that's what counts, and keeping track of it in the digital calendar. So I probably will carry these over to next month. I haven't fully decided. And then I have this little folder from Cloth and Paper. So that's my everyday planner, and I love her. I love her so much. And even though I don't use her perfectly, I use her, and my life would be a mess without her. I don't know why I call her. I just do. Anywho, let's look at another planner. This is my daily grind planner. I call this and my half letter the dynamic duo, because I started using the daily grind in July and I love it. Love it. It is a goal setting system. You could use this planner as your one and only. I just don't use it that way. I am a little bit in and out of this planner, but I will say that it's really helped me to stay on course with a lot of things, even when I'm not in it using it. I will show you some of it. I just set this up on camera, so I'll link that video for you. Oops, I got a little sticker stuck. There we go. This is in its own size. It's a 10 disc system. So I don't know any other planners that do 10 discs. And look at how beautiful these dividers are. So in the front, I have this is where you're supposed to plan your 4 months, because it is a 4 month at a time insert. And I've used some of it. I haven't used all of it, but I had kind of brain dumped in my half liter and I just stuck it in here. But I have been working on my goals. And then when you get into October, here's their monthly calendar, and here is a 1-pager. And the way that I use it is I do keep track of some like milestones or things that are in line with my goals on here. But the big numbers are me. I had heard Angie's one of the founders of Daily Grind. I had heard her mention in a really old video that I think it was just a Daily Grind user would keep track of how many of their top 10 goals they worked on in each day. And so wherever there's a question mark, I didn't fill out the page, but I had worked on my goals. I'd probably done at least 3 of them. And so I'm in and out of it, but I am at a moment, like I mentioned, where I cannot force perfection on myself. And I still absolutely love this planner. So here is a blank weekly. I have been using my weeklies, but I just hadn't in this first week. But the way I use it is I map out where can I fit the action steps of my goals into the week, and then I transfer some of them, whatever makes sense, into my half letter, and that has been helping me tremendously. And then you have this week ahead page, which is kind of new to their system. I was in their older inserts before. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. And then you start getting into the daily pages. And so that's what they are. Those are ones that, so here's like a week where I did fill it out. And I decorate this sometimes I don't. I have some really cute decorated pages. Where are they? Oh yeah, here we go. I did that with Live, Love, Posh. That's so cute, isn't it? I do love it when it's decorated, but sometimes I just don't have time. This Amy Plans Things has a printable where you can put your top 10 goals and then make them stickers so you don't have to write it every time. Well, I think there absolutely is value in writing it every time. It's time consuming, and this has been so helpful. And then you pick your action step. Now, even Angie says you're probably not going to do all 10 every day, and that's okay. Occasionally I do. Probably on average, I do like 5 or 6, and that's been great. And self-care has been one of my exclusive goals this month after all that I explained I went through. So I had added in this autumn insert, and I put a self-care calendar in here. I need to update it. I stopped at the 16th, but I'm using these Happy Planner stickers. It was like a goal set that I'd gotten a while back from Happy Planner. I've been using those to fill out the calendar, and it's so fun. And I made myself a little key. So I keep track of what the actual thing I did was in the daily page. And this is more like a category. So for instance, here I did fitness and I did rest. And rest has been an important one for me. I also made this little reflection page. These are all decorated with JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. And at the end of the month, I wanted to reflect on what it was like focusing on daily self-care. And I will tell you, it's so important, and I feel like it's a game changer. So really proud of myself for sticking with it, even when it feels hard to force myself to rest, to force myself to relax. It's a mindset shift, right? So you could either feel guilty and bad that you were resting, like, oh, dang, I should be doing XYZ. But if it's my goal and I'm saying, no, I need rest, I'm scheduling rest, then there's no guilt. Then it's true rest. And that's been a real eye-opening experience for me. So that's that. And then at the end, I have a notes tab. And I just have some grid and some dot grid. And the lined paper's from Happy Planner. That's why it's short. But I will say the Daily Grind paper is it's so good. It is great paper. And I just have a Sharpie S-Gel in here. So that's my daily grind. I love this system so much, and I will definitely be carrying it through into 2026. I can confidently say I will be using my half liter and my daily grind for the rest of the year and into 2026. All right. This is my budget planner. It is a Happy Planner. I am also a Happy Planner affiliate, so I will put that link down in the description box for you. This was I bought this on clearance at one point, and I think it was an 18-month calendar or 18-month planner, that I had picked up on clearance, maybe at I forgot if I bought it on the website. I don't remember at this point. But I just kind of Franken-planned it into what I wanted it to be by combining it with a Happy Planner budget planner, as well as some sheets from Pretty Planner Co. So I cannot show you all my personal financial information, but let me open up to December. So here are the dividers. You can't get this planner anymore. And it's mostly the monthly spread that I use. So I like to keep track of the bills when they're due and when they get paid in my monthly spread. That's the one thing I've done consistently ever since I said, when you open it up, these are weekly. Oh, wait a minute. I'm missing something here. Okay, I'm going to backtrack to November. I think I ran out of some of the stuff I needed. So the next thing here are expense tracking pages. I'm not too good about using them. So usually there's this one page that is where you list your income, your monthly expenses, and kind of create your budget. I ran out of those. So I am thinking about how I'm going to set up my budget planner for next year, and I am leaning towards Jane's Agenda. I really also very much like the Kell of a Plan budget planner. I might do that one. But there's things about it that I wouldn't use, so I'm not sure. But if not, I'm going to build my own from Jane's Agenda because they also offer a lot of great budget tracking sheets. Then you have your weekly expense pages. So I'll probably just put a piece of note paper in here to do the monthly budget going forward. And then I have these from Pretty Planner Co. They are transaction sheets, and this has been very helpful to me, and it's helped me to really keep track of my accounts. And I have 2 accounts I keep track of. So I do one on this side and one on this side, and that's been awesome. So you can see this was a horizontal planner, and I didn't need the horizontal layout in here, so I just pulled it out. But that's what I use, and this planner's great, so it's been great. I've yet to find like the perfect thing, so I mostly would use Happy Planners because I would catch the 18-month planners on clearance, the July start, and I would use that and just kind of Frankenplan it, but I didn't grab one this year, and probably they're gone now. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. That's the one thing I'm not sure yet going forward, but I will absolutely be using it for the rest of the year. Okay, then we have my Erin Condren Life Planner. That is my content planner. Right now I have it in this pink folio. I'm going to take it out. This folio is really nice though. The only thing is, like, if you know, I like folding over my planner, and you can't really do that in there. So I've been kind of considering like taking a break for a minute from it. So this is an 18-month planner that I did add on. So it is a big fat planner. And if I didn't say, I think I did. I use this for my content planning. I upgraded to the gold coil. This is a fall cover from last year from the oh shoot, I forgot what they called that collection, but this is the bouquet planner. So I have a very detailed setup of this planner. It's in 2 parts. I will link those for you. But look how pretty that is. Isn't it pretty? But I'll turn to December and just show you the unused version and kind of like how I use it. So it has these beautiful dividers. Every season of life has its own beauty. I love that. And here we go. So the monthly calendar I use to keep track of my YouTube videos. And then this is a dashboard layout. But before that, you have I've always called it a dashboard. I think they call it a productivity page now, but it's basically a monthly dashboard. So I'll usually keep track of like, do I have any like important dates for any of the affiliate companies that I promote? Do I have any personal like deadlines I need to keep track of? Holidays that I want to make sure I'm keep in mind, things like that I'll put on here. You also get this notes page that I use in a variety of ways if I use it. And then here's the dashboard layout. I do like it. I modify it a little bit sometimes, but I was on the fence if I liked it, but mostly I do like it. I have really fallen off with this planner lately. So it is my goal this weekend to get my buns back in here. But you basically have for December, for the weekly layout, you have Monday through Sunday with one little blank area here. Then you have a priorities box, habit trackers, to-dos, and notes. I keep track of my content here. I keep to-dos here. Sometimes I also put to-dos down here, or just like weekly important reminders I'll write down here. I haven't been very successful with the habit trackers, but if you've been here a while, you know me and habit trackers don't get along very well. And the priorities box, I honestly barely use it, or I decorate it or something. So I would say I do like this planner, and this one goes until August, right? Yes, August of 2026, at which point the new Erin Condrens will come out. Very likely I will get another one at that point, but you never know. So yeah, so if anything, I will be going into 2026 with this one. And I do love this pumpkin cover. It's really cute. And if you don't know, if you're not very familiar with Erin Condren, their covers are interchangeable. So you can pop them on and off. And I had a really pretty bouquet cover on here before that. Lastly, this is like my business brain dump notebook / planner. It is a monthly planner that I bought on clearance quite a ways back. I just put this fall cover. I don't know if they offer this cover anymore. It's got the rose gold foiling, so I thought it would be really pretty with the rose gold coil. But I think I got this planner for like $10 because I bought it I think in like June or July, and I ended up ripping all the months that were already gone out, but keeping the note paper, because the monthly planner, let me just show you back here. So, and then I'll backtrack a little. So this was in the canvas design, so very neutral. And what the monthly planner is their usual monthly layout. And then you get, I think, a dashboard and I think 5 notes pages. So, oh, this is at the end, so there might be additional, but yeah, I think it's, hold on. I'm a mess, kids. I'm a mess. So it's, well, they're double sized. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so 5 sheets or 10 pages. And I ended up making some different categories up front, because when I started working on bringing my business back to life and still working on that, that's what I was doing up here. So I used it. I maybe didn't fully use it as intended, but it definitely helped me out. So I made this the big questions because I'm silly, and these stickers are from Planything. And then I was listing out questions I had. I was going to use some of these pages for other things, but I kind of didn't. And then I made this resources one. These are Live, Love, Posh stickers, and these are from Planything. And I wanted to list like podcasts and books. I only have one listed so far. So I kind of used it. I kind of didn't, but it still helped me. And then this is one of their dividers, and I was starting to list out goals in here, but I kind of have since been using the daily grind. So I used it, I didn't use it, but I really liked this, and for $10, it was great. I don't know that I will, so yeah, so it was May. It was May I bought it, and May was like partly over when I got it, but I was listening to this podcast series or like interview series, so I just filled that out in here and kind of like was taking notes. So I haven't used this in the last couple months, but I may still use it up until the end of the year off and on. So I just wanted to show it to you. I do think the monthly planner is a nice option and a little more affordable perhaps option, but obviously you don't get your weekly spreads in it, but a great notebook. So I like it. I am not sorry I bought it. It did help me get the ball rolling. I have since purchased an Erin Condren academic planner, but I haven't really used it. This is the planner. I love this cover. It's really pretty. But I guess I'm not sure I should have bought it, to be honest. But it goes all the way till does it go till December of next year? Let's see. No, it goes to September of next year. So I'm not going to force it right now. A lot of what I thought I was going to do in it, I've been again doing in my daily grind, but just to show you what it is, because they changed this planner this year.
So you have that similar monthly spread. I do love the font in here. This is what they call like their minimal pastel or something like that. And then it has a similar but a little bit different dashboard page. You have this deadline tracker, and then you get into the weekly layout, which is kind of like a subject layout, but it's also sort of like aligned vertical. I honestly didn't realize there was these spaces between the columns when I bought it, and I kind of don't like that. I feel like it kind of wastes space, but it's not the end of the world. Saturday and Sunday are a split column, which is okay. So I don't know if I need it. I'm not really using it at the moment, but as things evolve, I could see where maybe it would be helpful, and I could, if I wanted, turn these columns into hourlies. So it holds a lot of potential. It's not a bad planner by any means. It's just that I'm not using it right now, and it's to be determined if I will use it. And this one just has like these kind of plain pastel color dashboards. I do like them. I think they're really classy. But yeah, so thought I'd just show it to you. I like this cover a lot, and I did get it personalized with golden grounded. So yeah. So that's where I'm at with my planning. I'd love to hear where you're at with your planning. What do you use? What do you think? Tell me all the things. I love it when you guys chat it up with me down in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. I will link for you my latest video right here. And otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye.